So Jim called the meeting order at 10:05, and I guess I'll just bring everybody up to speed. Some of you probably haven't had time to look at the packet. Others of you had. The pictures really don't do justice as far as what's going on up there. But back when we had that 5+ inch rainfall late June, and Baldwin had like 10+ inches, we had a situation at the end of Blakeman Drive, just south of Webster Park, where we have a storm sewer system that runs basically from the top of the hill down the bluff, ties into the stormwater system on Cooley. And one of the joints had separated toward the top due to some water surge up there, and basically created a fire hose effect. I mean, there's a lot of water that comes through that system right there. Basically, the entire Prospect Park, top of the 7th Street Hill area funnels down to that catch basin, that pipe. So it came separated, and now we got a washout. We had a washout then, had received a couple phone calls from the monastery, went out and took a peek at it, tried to think of something temporarily to get it done. It's in such a location that it's hard for any of our crews to get down there. Well, since that time, we've had a couple more rainfalls, and each subsequent rainfall just keeps pulling down fill and material, and we got to get it taken care of. There's 18-inch diameter trees that are starting to fall into this ravine, and it is a big ravine. It's probably, I was telling Paul, about 40 feet wide, about 20 feet deep, and it's almost like the pipe needs to be reset, catch basin needs to be rebuilt, so on and so forth. So having said that, I did reach out to a couple contractors, Zappa Brothers and Total Excavating. Total Excavating didn't even really want to give us a number because they didn't know what they were getting into. Zappa gave us a number of $114,700 to perform the repairs. I did talk to Kathy Monkitrick, this being kind of an emergency situation, just because, the washout is near, some water utility hydrant, it's near a home. The end of Blakeman is starting to fall in. So we want to get this taken care of as soon as possible, and to circumvent kind of the procurement policy that the state and city have. Typically anything over $25,000, we need to go out for a competitive bid. Seeing that this is an emergency, Kathy recommended holding a emergency public works committee meeting, having the public works committee pass the resolution, and then bringing that to city council on Monday for final approval. So that's why we are here today. That's why the emergency meeting was called, and just looking for an approval of the resolution that was in the packet. And I'm here to take any questions.
Okay, any comments, concerns?
My question is, do we know where the money eventually come from for the if it's the 114,000?
Yep. So basically, what's the funding source of the repair? We have approximately $350,000 in the stormwater utility budget, so that we have enough to cover the project. Now, having said that, there are some state funds available because St. Croix County issued an emergency declaration because of those storms that came through, and we are able to recuperate 70% of the project costs through that emergency declaration. So it's just a matter, of getting the project completing, filling out the right paperwork, and submitting that paperwork to the state. So I've been in touch with Natasha Cardinal, emergency management coordinator from the county. She's been kind of walking me through that process. So I have, the documentation ready to go and filled out. So it's just a matter of completing the project and getting the reimbursement. So.
Great.
Yeah. Yeah, so total project cost from the city's utility budget would be, around $36,000.
So I don't know if you heard me, Jim. I would move to approve.
Oh, I will second that.
Okay, it's been moved and second to approve the emergency funding to repair the stormwater damage. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
There we go. Anything else, Mike? Is this going to be, how are you going to get this on the budget or on the meeting on Monday night? Is there still no longer a finance meeting?
I think it's on the consent agenda already.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't read the consent agenda. Okay. Great.
Yeah, it's on
Way
there.
to go, Mike.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
go ahead.
Thanks for all your work on this. I'm
Yeah,
sure that, you know, things jumping into the middle of your already busy schedule are always kind of a hassle. So, but
Yeah, no, appreciate it. Thank you.
move to adjourn.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.